Again, we're going to pause the video. If you haven't already checked out our quarterback, running back, and wide receivers videos, pause this video, open up another tab, check out the channel, go watch those. Let us know your thoughts on those videos. But we are here. We're going to combine the tight ends and the defenses here because a lot of people, for the most part, for DFS, punt defenses. It's a good strategy. It doesn't really matter. But for season long, the top 10 probably help you out. It really is kind of a crapshoot unless, weather's going to be a concern or something like that for defenses. So we will do our best. We're going to start with the tight ends here. And as you can see on the screen, love some Mark Andrews as he leads the way, as he has a fantastic matchup against the Chiefs secondary in week 2. So looking at that, number 1, Mark Andrews, going up against Kansas City. They rank the second worst against tight ends after week 1. And according to the matchup tool, which you can find under the NFL tab above on fantasyteamadvisors.com, you can see how they were ranked against tight ends last year. But Vegas thinks Baltimore puts up 26 points in this one. I think Mark Andrews has something to say about that after not dominating in week 1 against the Raiders. Number 2 is Travis Kelsey. Going up against Baltimore, same game. Really like what he's bringing to the table here. Any day, any week, he could be number 1. We know that. We know what he is. We know that he is a big presence here. We know Kansas City is going to put up a ton of points as long as Patrick Mahomes is healthy, and Kelsey's going to be part of that. Even with last week, Tyreek Hill putting up 197 yards. Kelsey still put up 76 yards and had 2 touchdowns. He dominated there. I think he could. I don't want to say he's going to put up 2 this week, but if this is a high-scoring game, I fully expect Travis Kelsey to find the end zone at least once in this one. Number 3 is George Kittle. Now, with the San Francisco's running back situation, running back by committee, Mostert's out. Then you got Trey Sermon who's coming in. They just signed some Kerryon Johnson. The running back situation there, total mess. George Kittle could take a lot of points away from them in this matchup. Love George Kittle when he's healthy. Comes from the tight end university, number 5 in the nation. I think he dominates in this one. Gets a matchup against Philly after week 1. They're ranked 22nd against tight ends, and Vegas thinks San Francisco going to put up 26.5. Number 4, T.J. Hawkinson, also from tight end university, number 5 in the nation. Iowa Hawkeyes gets a matchup against Green Bay. Last week they ranked 20th against tight ends overall. I think Hawkinson could have another good game. They only expect them to put up 19 though, but I think they could easily go over the 19 points they opened up with. Number 5 is Gronk. Now, going into the season, you just really never knew what Tampa Bay was going to do. They have Mike Evans. They had two running backs. Didn't really do much in week 1. Mike Evans didn't do anything. You had Chris Godwin, who dropped a couple of easy passes but still had a good game. Antonio Brown looked like his old self. You got Gronk there. Then you got O.J. Howard. Then you got Cameron Brate. There are so many options in Tampa Bay, and Gronk really came through. Probably because he's best friends with Tom. They've been together their entire career, and he's just really comfortable with him. Love Gronk at number 5 here. I'm not going to say he's going to get 2 touchdowns again, but I would not be surprised if he gets the end zone, gets an Atlanta defense that last year was absolute trash. This year, they ranked 9th against tight end after 1 game, but those numbers are definitely skewed. I absolutely love Gronk here in the top 5, and Vegas thinks Tom Brady and Tampa Bay are going to put up 32, which is fine by me. Gronk should find his way into the end zone. Number 6 is Kyle Pitts. Going against Tampa Bay in the same game here. Tampa Bay last week gave up they ranked 30th against tight ends, which was, Dak threw the ball 400 yards. His tight ends had to catch some of them. And, they gave up a lot of yards to tight ends after week 1. Kyle Pitts, do not do not be surprised. There's just not very many options to throw, not very many prime options to throw to in Atlanta. You've got Calvin Ridley, I get that. Maybe Russell Gage, it just depends on how Matt Ryan's going to do. So I really love Kyle Pitts here at number 6. Noah Fant, number 7, also from tight end U, ranked 5 in the nation. A lot of tight ends coming out of tight end U that are in the top 10 here. We've got Noah Fant against Jacksonville. They're ranked 25th against the tight end after week 1. You can check out how they ranked on the matchup tool all of last year against tight ends. But looking at that, Vegas thinks Denver's going to put up 25.75. This obviously will change. You can't put up 0.75 points, but you can when you're betting. Don't be surprised if Fant has a good game. Specifically with Judy being out, the running back situation, we really don't know what's going to happen if they want to stay into this game. I think it could be a shootout as well between Bridgewater and Lawrence. Look at Noah Fant to take on the targets that Judy would have seen if he were healthy this week. Number 8 is Darren Waller. This one might change a little bit. Pittsburgh, their defense is really good. Again, though, after one game, they rank 2nd against tight ends. But Buffalo's not known for their tight ends. And the defense had a good game. Darren Waller had a very slow game up until the 4th quarter. Then he put the blasters on and dominated there. I think he does that again. Like I've said before in other videos, we'll look at weather. We'll look at injury reports coming out later on in the week. Don't be surprised if Waller moves his way up. I don't think he gets the top 5, but he could. We'll just see. But I love Darren Waller to be in the top 10 here. And if they fall behind. So if projected and Pittsburgh goes up big, I do think that Darren Waller will be one of those go-to targets for Derek Carr in this game. Number 9 is Tyler Higbee. This is iffy. This is more of a GPP pick for DFS. Looking against Indy, they're ranked 28th. And the Rams are projected at 25.75. Matt Stafford's got an arm, got a cannon. If Higbee can get open, he could absolutely dominate. And number 10 is Cole Kmet against Cincy. They're ranked 16th. I would like him better if Justin Fields was in there. Still waiting on news to see if Justin Fields will be the starter. Who knows what's going to happen, but I really love Justin Fields if he's in there. Kmet to be top 10 here. So those are the top 10. We do have over 60 ranked in this article. Click the link down below in the description. You can find the tight end article there. And we move on to the defense. Love the Washington football team as they lead the way in our NFL Week 2 defense rankings. This is the Thursday night game, so if you do have Washington, be aware it's Thursday night. Can't use them in the main slate for DFS. If you are one to play Thursday through Monday, Godspeed to you. But we've got Washington football team here. Looking at this, I mean, there's not a lot to go over here. Like I said, most profitable players for DFS, FanDuel, DraftKings, Yahoo, whatever you're playing on. 9 times out of 10, they punt defenses, but for season long, you might have some things to say. Looking at this, Washington, number 1, they got the Thursday night game. Hope it's not a stinker of a game, but against the Giants. Giants are 2nd worst against defense per week 1, and then you can kind of see how they were in all of last year. But Vegas thinks Washington could put up 19 points there. Thinks it's going to be, as of right now, a low-scoring game. The defense could be part of the reason why, or will be the reason why if it's a low-scoring game. Number 2, the Patriots against the Jets. It's the Jets. Don't care if they have a new quarterback. It's still the Jets. I've got the Jets ranked 29th, 3rd worst against opposing defenses. I think that kind of stays true in week 2. Number 3, the Broncos against Jacksonville. We really don't know what Urban Meyer is going to have planned. Didn't have a very good plan in week 1. Kind of looking at that, same thing. If he doesn't change his game plan, the Broncos defense could have a good game. Number 4, the Packers. I will admit I was very heavy on the Packers defense in week 1, specifically in my big money league season long. He was going up against Jameis Winston. Supposed to throw interceptions. Nope. Jameis Winston had 5 touchdowns. Again, like I've Said multiple times, though, he only had 148 passing yards. Packers, I think they come back with Detroit. I know Jared Goff is Jared Goff, but I think the Packers will rebound here. And I think a lot of people, if they don't punt, they won't use the Packers because they'll see a lot of new DFS players will see what they did last week and continue. But like I've said in the other videos, if you want to be successful in DFS, you have to forget the day before. You have to forget a week before. The week, whatever week we're on, it is a new week. Forget what you saw in week 1. A lot can change between then and now, and I think that's what happens with the Packers. Number 5, the Rams against Indy. We'll see what kind of Carson Wentz we get in this game. I love the Rams here. They had a great game in week 1. Number 6, the Browns. This is contention on which Tyrod Taylor are we going to get. Are we going to get last week's Tyrod Taylor who dominated? Or are we going to get Tyrod Taylor who lost his job multiple times? Last year doesn't count because he got his lung punctured by a doctor, but he was still probably going to lose the starting job anyway. Don't know which Tyrod Taylor we're going to get here, but I do love the Browns defense as a punt play. Number 7, the 49ers. The defense was number 1 last week, and they gave up a ton of points to Jared Goff in Detroit. I thought they were going to lose the game. I really did. Number 8, the Bucs defense. It's just a shootout in that game. But this one, I would not be surprised if the Bucs move up here to be in the top 5 because Atlanta's team is terrible. They were terrible last year. They put up 6 total points against the Eagles defense last week. I love the 49ers here. Don't be surprised if I change this ranking here to see the Bucs up in the top 3. Wouldn't be surprised if that happens. Number 9, the Giants against Washington. It's more contingent on a punt because their new quarterback this week for Thursday Night Football. And then number 10, the Bills against Tua and the Dolphins, who ranked 21st last week against opposing defenses and projected at 22.5 points for the Bills offense in this one. So there you have it. They're the tight ends. They're the defenses. If you have comments, questions, concerns, let us know. We have a contest going on over on the wide receiver video. So if you go check that out and listen, you will get in there. You have a chance to win a free year of DFS content, all content that we have to offer on the website. Again, you can go to fantasyteamadvisor.com/plans, click on the year tab, and with that, use promo code 300. You're going to get a year for normally $349.99. You're going to get it for $49.99. Use promo code 300. Also, real quick, anyone who has DirecTV, now I know a lot of you like to illegally stream Red Zone, NFL Sunday Ticket, whatever. I actually reached out to DirecTV via Twitter last night, and apparently they're giving away NFL Sunday Ticket Max to certain accounts, and I just kind of tweeted at them and asked if I was eligible to get that free and if I was part of the team. They said my account wasn't one of them that received it, but they went ahead and pushed it through. So I got NFL Sunday Max free for the entire year with DirecTV. If you have DirecTV, try that out. Completely free. Just say, can I get it for free? Is my account part of it? I've been with you guys for, I don't know, X amount of years. You could probably make up years. And then I guess if they don't, see if they give it to you. And if they don't, say, I guess, how do I go about canceling my account? Most likely they're going to give you NFL Sunday Max for free. So just a little tidbit. We got it for free and very excited. So good luck in week 2, season-long NFL, fantasy football, DFS, whether or not it's FanDuel, DraftKings. If you haven't checked out Drafters yet, definitely check it out. It is an amazing site. So they were the first DFS site to have snake drafts. Now I know FanDuel and DraftKings now do it, but it was super fun on Drafters. Dominated all of last year and past couple of years. We've actually taken down some GPPs there for 1,500 in previous years. So that's all I've got, guys. Week 1 in the books. Week 2 is here. Check out all of the rankings. Comments, questions, concerns, get those asked down below. Follow us on social media. And good luck in week 2. Peace out, and let's bring home some bacon.